This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Something's on your mind? Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen. I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken a small step by removing that stain upon the Empire's honor. Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to terms with her death. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish. You're right, but we have to pick our time, and now isn't it. We can talk about this later. I only spent enough time in Tian's Landing to learn the location of Gao the Greater's stronghold. It's a nice enough place, though they're still adjusting to the flooding of the old town some years ago. Always happy to help.
What do you want, Sky? You're watching me very closely and not with the eyes of a friend.
Nothing. I just wanted to know what it felt like to work for Death's Hand. That's right, isn't it? You're one of them?
I was. Do you seek an apology for their actions, or am I just the latest target in your search for vengeance? I have to disappoint you. I will not accept either role.
So you say, but he certainly wears the uniform.
And you wear the skin of a thief. Look to yourself for a foolish place to lay your trust. Your own house needs attention before you attack your neighbor. Yes? Is there something you want? Nothing to concern yourself over. Very old business. I traveled this way when I was fleeing the Lotus Assassins. It was nothing. Some vagrant waif I passed off after making sure its belly was full. A far less surprising turn than what Wei said about your Master Li. I know Hui to be a truthful and honorable person, much more so than I consider myself to be. I do not question her belief, but belief alone is not enough. What if it is true? Much will have to change to accommodate this truth. It means the Emperor lied about Li's death, and he may have assaulted the heavens. The Emperor subject to the common vice of deception. Unthinkable. Perhaps, but that too implies a weakness that the Emperor cannot have. I warn you, this will lead in a dangerous direction for you and Dawnstar. I cannot condone it, but I have agreed to help, and I will. Just don't blame me when the whole world is against you. You will need more than my help. Just try not to endanger your companions. They are not to blame for what your destiny mandates. Now, is there anything else? I am always agitated. It is because of my training. We were taught that we were always being watched, always being stalked. In many cases, it is actually true. You likely have similar feelings. When trained to be as vicious as the assassins, or when you are the protege of a famous master, you tend to attract unwelcome interest. I wonder how you will react to this scrutiny. I also wonder if your fellows will stand by you when the true weight of what you claim becomes known. Your best may not be enough. That is why it is so often used as comfort after failure. You tried your best, but death consumed the nation anyway. Sorry. The sides of the coming conflict seem very well defined. That will not always be the case. It is sometimes difficult to see the truth behind the actions of others. Enough. I don't have anything else relevant to say. Perhaps I will when I have seen more of what you are capable of and what your master intends. I don't know what else I can do for you right now. If I can help you, I will. But for now, I've got nothing new to offer.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. I'm trying to feel good about what happened at Gao's fortress, the lair of his pirates. We went looking for our master and perhaps another flyer. What we found, I was not prepared for how cruel people could be. Seeing those people with no control over their fates, it is similar to a pain in my past that I have not thought about for a long time. I would not dream of saying my experience is similar to those poor people in Gao's fortress, but that lack of control, I know that well. One of the only things I know about myself is that on the morning I was born, the sky was red, like distant mountains were on fire. Perhaps it was dirge burning, as Zeus said. I believe it was an ill omen, and that stigma is why my abilities became a burden. That's why I must have been left at the school. To be subject to the whims of someone else just because of what you are, be you slave or outsider. Yes, I know that well. I already said I'm not drawing a direct comparison. I know full well that there is a difference between being shunned and being imprisoned. However, they can take cold comfort in being able to see the bars holding them. No one was pretending they are anything but slaves. When people find out about my abilities, I make them uncomfortable, but no one says it aloud. The walls that keep me out are unseen, but they are there. You suggest that the only reason I feel bad is that I allow it. It is not the worst idea I have ever heard, but your approach is very indelicate. Perhaps I was expecting sage counsel such as Master Li might give, but he is not here, and we are both discovering what sort of master you will be. Perhaps we will talk again. You have changed from the child I thought I knew.
The marks of the Lotus Assassins. You have covered some, Zhu, but left others plain.
I'm not ashamed of what I was. I disagree with what they became. Do even you judge me, Kang? You serve the enemy as well.
No, I served my craft. I must build what I must build. If others misuse my creations, it isn't my concern. If I had not made my flyers for Gao, you would not have one now. It all works out.
And you avoid all guilt if it doesn't. A masterful work of self-deception.
Yes? I'm a bit busy fiddling about with my thoughts. I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves. It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came? Steady now. We don't want to get where we're going and not be able to get back, especially since we don't know where we won't be able to get back from. We need the inscrutable power source, which you need in order to get to the Imperial City anyway. If you get that, we can lift off wherever you want. Off you go. I'll start planning some redesigns for the Dragonfly. Maybe floats made of air bladders. Sheepskin, of course.
You again. What do you want now? Can't you see we're busy? Figurine? You mean that clay statue? Pretty little thing. I just borrowed it for a while. I didn't steal it. But I like it. My ma used to have lots of little figurines like that one. I ain't seen her in a long time. This helps remind me of her. Oh, geez, now you got me feeling all guilty about my ma. Here, take the figurine. Yeah. I didn't mean to cause no trouble. I just missed my ma is all. I ain't crying. I just got something in my eye. I gotta go back to the boat now. Come on, boys, let's go.
Konionuyu, kokeir tatasinan. Sun puno onuyusir taikunpa ipnano pir ni wonun. Woyakuptir ni shin warwair wosuir kak. Akwiwo ofir, san kasoir wo siyutana. Onuyuir napair wo kwair shapshir fan onuyusair ikupan.
You have managed to survive. I suppose someone of your skill cannot be easily dissuaded. You may call me Silk Fox. I apologize for my previous aggression, but I thought you were in league with an enemy of mine. I was clearly mistaken. Powerful forces are at work here. You are caught in great events that are beyond you. But I may have use for someone as impetuous as you. Trust? I never said we should trust each other. I don't trust you at all, but our goals may be similar. I want nothing more than for you to continue your journey. You seek the old man who was taken from Two Rivers, correct? Of course you do. He was taken by Death's hand. I could tell you where his minions have gone. For a price. A simple trade. I tell you where the abductors are, and you tell me who that old man is. You mix truth with lies. He must be more for Death's hand to keep him alive. Still, you've told me what I need to know. It would take a season to reach the Imperial City by land or water. Air is the only quick way, but you need a wind map. I know the location of one. Lord Yun governs much of the Great Southern Forest. He petitioned the Lotus Assassins for a wind map so he could settle a trade disruption. Of course, that has earned him their attention in addition to whatever trouble is infesting his lands. I doubt he has time for charity, but you might try to find him. I have matters of my own to attend. If you survive, we will see what use you are to me. Remember, if you want to reach the Imperial City, you must go to the forest and get that map from Lord Yun. My path takes me elsewhere. If you actually reach the Imperial City, I will be impressed. Until then, I wish you luck. You are a surprising little peasant.
The search goes too slowly. We need more eyes and hands in these ruins. Listen well, my minions. Fan out and search behind every stone and under every rock. Somewhere in these ruins are gems. Very special gems. If you find one, bring it to me right away. If you fail me, your torment will be greater than any you have yet experienced. Now go! Lieutenant, you are in charge while I go up to the Great Dam and check on the sentry golems. If anyone tries to enter these ruins, kill them.
Of course, Dread One.
Wait! Stop! You hit me none, okay? Okay. Rat Demon's friend. Rat Demon help you, yes? Rat Demon knows things, important things, and Rat Demon tells you if Rat Demon lives. I knows hitting Rat Demon not good. Hitting Rat Demon bad. I also knows that Rat Demons like the taste of ducks. If you got any ducks. You not like ducks? No ducks. But maybe you like gems. Rat Demon feels gem is very close. Rat Demon tells you where gem is. Then you let Rat Demon live. Yes? Gem is special. Gem is magic. Gem is near. But gem is hidden. You let Rat Demon live, I tell you where to find gem. Gem is hidden behind wall. Go down path and you see. Assassins got rockets set up. They're getting ready to blow up wall with rockets. Yes, yes, but rockets need dragon powder. Lotus Assassins always got dragon powder handy. Good for blowing stuff up. Look around their camp and you find it. You get dragon powder and use rockets to blow up wall. When wall is gone, you look for gem. Gem is behind wall. Somewhere. You just search around. So simple. Yes. Rat Demon help you. Now Rat Demon can go. Yes? Thanks to you, my friend. Good and kind and niceful friend to Rat Demon. I smell tasty children's here. Something strange about you. But I smells you the same. Come out now, children. Definitely children's here. But something wrong with them.
Why are you here? No one ever comes to the orphanage.
Are you here for us to hurt? I reach into you and just, I don't know, twist. I've learned to like it in the time I've been here.
Her name is Meow. She's gone strange. I'm Bin. We live in the orphanage. At least we used to long ago, before the waters came.
We're dead, big person. We're dead, and you can't hurt us anymore. But we can still hurt you.
Stop it, Meow. I don't like you hurting people. It's making you strange.
I don't care. I don't care. Someone has to pay. Someone has to pay for what happened to us. You don't care about us. Big people don't help us. They only want to hurt.
Just ignore her. She's gone strange because of what happened when the water came. We were locked in here, trapped in the orphanage with the rest of the children. As the water rose, we clawed at the door until our fingernails came off. Then we clawed at the window. When the water was too high, we clawed at each other. Then we stopped. Other children survived. The families helped them and they lived. But nobody thought about the orphans. We had no families to watch out for us.
I should be a woman now with kids of my own. I should have a husband and a house. Instead, I have ashes and bones.
We're tired, Living One. We've been here for too many years. We just want to sleep, but we can't. Not until the mistakes of the past are undone.
You can help me. Find the one who did this to us. Find kindly Yushin, the orphan master. Find him and kill him. Bring me his head!
No, Meow, that won't make you happy. That will just make you stranger. We have to figure out some way to rest. We must find peace.
We can't have peace, but we can have revenge. Kill kindly Yushin for me, big person. Kill him for abandoning us in the orphanage. Kill him for leaving our bones here to rot.
The bones. That's it. The orphan master must bury our bones. He left us to this. Only he can end it. If kindly Yushan comes here and buries our remains, we can finally rest. We can find peace for a time, at least. Maybe until the voice of the shepherd returns, so that we can find peace forever. Yushan spent his nights at the tea house. He would lock the orphanage when he left so we didn't get out and cause trouble in the town. He had the only key. I don't know where Yushan is now. When the flood came, I prayed he would save us. But he never showed up. Maybe he tried.
He never tried. He didn't care about us. Nobody cares about us. I bet he still goes out at night and drinks in the tea house. It's like we never existed.
I'm afraid that wouldn't help, Living One. It must be kindly Yushan himself who does this. Our deaths are on his hands, so he must do the burial.
Yes, find him and kill him. Bring me kindly Yushin's head. Or bring him here and let me kill him.
No, please, Living One. There has been too much death. If you find him, just bring him here to bury our bones. Then we can finally rest.
These pathetic ghosts are becoming an annoyance. Ripping them apart was fun for a time, but now it's just work. I wish we were stationed at Gao's lair instead of here.
Good news. Inquisitor Lim wants us to bring the inscrutable power source to Gao's factory. Just change the command word on the dam sentry so we can go.
I just changed the command word to Xiaohua this morning. Do I have to change it again?
Inquisitor Lim wants the command word on those sentry golems changed before we deliver this power source. Are you going to be the one to tell him you couldn't be bothered?
You've made your point. Let's go. It'll be safer if we stick together. There are many dangers along the way to the dam.
Dangers? Like command words slipping into enemy hands?
You are drawn by destiny, like water flowing, bleeding. Have you begun to question your path? It is murky, blocked, but carefully crafted. You are on this path because you have been shaped, groomed, and the predators have been drawn away to let you pass. Can you see how that path winds towards your prey? You are meant to learn, but not too much. To see, but not too clearly. To succeed, but not completely. To control an outcome, control the beginning. It is godlike, the most arrogant action. That is what was done. I weaken. But listen. Endings come at their own pace. You would better serve your cause by asking where it began. Question why the path is there, not where it leads. For now, look to yourself. The Guardian ahead will test and teach. He is an ally, one you can trust. Find your purpose, fulfill your destiny, and we will meet again.
Not the best place for a lie down. Whatever your trouble, we need to keep moving.
The Guardian is coming. He's very mad. He got mad at this man and hurt him. You better go away right now or he'll get mad at you too. I don't matter. Only the Guardian matters. He's going to be very cross with you. You should run before he gets here. Oh, it's too late. I told you to run away, but you didn't listen. Now the Guardian's here and he's going to hurt you. He's really mad.
Apafawa sonsir towir wo sonsigir sonyak vanir osota. Aknatanir sisak rui ni rui kuparfita. Apafawa sonsir towir wo sonsigir sonyak vanir osota. Vano van wo shinir cho ikakir wo ifuro uk. Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu towir ok piir okir ifwir wo. Wo woir ikartitarir koni of atarir. Wo woir tiumovir ni kiksir ni flupir ni sifififir natafoniek. Narawa ir kwanok noka o piir okir ifwir wo. Okir okun wan piir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sankut. Vano van wo shinir, cho ikakir wo ifuro uk. Wo yoir apafawa ir sir sisitsu towir ok. Piir okir ifwir wo. Ispirta, ho kawari sa ir taseir uyo. Newa ko kipsitir sunurk. Nawara irok, wo kupsisir sunurk. Nawara irok, wo kupsisir sunurk. Wo ufir ipir sir tintin, wo wir. Nawara irok, wo kupsisir sunurk. Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu towir ok, piir okir ifwir wo. Wo wir wokir fonir, wo kupsisir son ukut. Okir okun wan piir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sankut. O sa ir innawa tiir son puno itarak. Ispirta, ho kawari sa ir taseir uyo. Newa ko kipsitir sunurk. Kupsistir son puno su uku ir sir sisitsu towir ok. Sir sisitsu fonir sisa ir nawar kuk. Okir okir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sankut. Ispirta, ho kawari sa ir taseir uyo. Newa ko kipsitir sunurk. Sir sisitsu fonir sisa ir nawar kuk. Okir okir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sankut. Siir si sitsufomir sisa ir nawarkuk. Okir okir wo apafawa ir wo sair sankut. Ispirta. Kawari sair tasir uyo. Niwa kup kipsitir sunuk. Narawa ir kwanok noka opir okir ifuir wo. Wo ufir ipir sir tin wo wir. Son sikun wan pifir pir kut aku kawuk tir. Nawara irok wo kup thithir sunurk. Wo noir kup tha nir ok kun aso. Sir sukut afifir noni.
The Guardian wants me to give you this. That man over there had it. It's an inscrutable power source. The Guardian says you might need it. The Guardian says we don't have to stay here anymore. He says we have to go with you now. Is that right? Good. I like you. The Guardian likes you too. I like meeting new people. The Guardian and I think this is going to be a great adventure.
Ours. Mine. All mine. Alive. Dead. No matter. All mine. You? What are you doing here? The quarry is ours. It was ours when we lived, and it's ours when we're dead. I'm Yushi. Stabber Yushi. Everyone was afraid of me when we were alive. Toughest convict on the chain gang. Then the water came. Everyone ran. No one came to help the prisoners, except Turnkey. But I know he only came to laugh at us. So, Turnkey had to die. The water kept rising, and rising, and then we died. But the quarry is still ours, even when we're dead. And now you'll join us.
Strangler Jesus smells something fresh. Water come. People leave Strangler Jesus and other prisoners to die. Water come faster. We scramble, run, claw each other. Then water everywhere. But we not die. Strangler Jesus has too much hate to die. Strangler Jesus is king in this place. King of the prisoners. King of the dead. Dead serve Jesus. And now, you join Strangler Jesus' subjects.
Who's that? I can't see you. Is somebody there? What do you want? Happened? I don't remember. This is the quarry where the prisoners are chained up. I'm Turnkey Shiji. I guard them. I remember the water rising. Everyone ran, but I came back for the prisoners. I had the only key. They are bad men, but no one deserves to die like that. I went to free them. I freed Strangler Jesus first, and then... he put his hands around my throat. I couldn't breathe, and he killed me. Jesus was insane. He loved death. He hungered for it. He fed on it. Even his own, I guess. I wasn't thinking. I shouldn't have freed him first. Maybe not at all. My spirit was bound to this place, trapped by the man who killed me. Strangler Jisu's hate kept me chained in death, just like I kept him chained in life. But you destroyed Jisu. His hold on me is broken. My spirit is free. I only hope that I can find some release in that freedom. I had hoped that I would have somewhere to go, but I feel no pull to the underworld. Hopefully I can find my own way, somehow. Thank you for this release, Great One. It is enough for now that I can fade for a time.
Help! Help me, please! I have to get out of here! I'm trapped with these scary people, and I can't see any way out! I'm a ghost, but I'm a little girl too! I'm trapped here! I can't leave, and I can't die! It's cold in here and wet, and I'm scared. I don't like it here. Please help me! I've been trapped here for so long. The outside is so close. I can see it, but this puddle is blocking my way. I don't see any way around it. If I could just get outside, I'd finally be free. But I can't walk through the puddle. I can't! Don't you know how I died? I drowned when the flood came. It was cold and dark, and now I can't touch the water. I just can't! Please help me! Please! I think I know how you can help me. Look at the ceiling. It looks like there was a cave-in long ago, and somebody put these poles here to hold the ceiling up. All you have to do is break these poles, and this ceiling will collapse. A whole bunch of rocks will fall into the water, and I can skip across them and leave this place. No, it should be safe, and I have to get out of here. I have to leave. Please trust me. I wouldn't ask if I thought you'd get hurt. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just know you can help me. Please, hurry.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace? Why do you care? That was a long time ago. Long, long ago. All I want is to forget those days. They're gone. Gone forever. I was at the market buying food when the flood came. I ran back to the orphanage, but the water was too high. There was nothing I could do. The water kept rising. I had to flee. I came here with other survivors and settled this town. I tried to start a new life, but everywhere I go, I see little faces watching me. The better men might have saved them. Sometimes I wonder if I should have died with them. No, it wouldn't have. But these days I live a sad, pathetic existence. Would things be any worse if I was a ghost in the ruins? I have not heard those names in many years. Meow. Meow was the best of my wards. She was like an assistant to me, always caring for the babies, putting everyone to bed. Meow was strong. She did not give up easily. As for Bin, I recognize the name. A quiet boy, I think. I barely remember him, but they're gone now. All of them. No, not the orphanage. The ruins are haunted. The children will be waiting for me. No! You're right. I can carry this burden no longer. I must face the demons of my past and end this One way or another, I will go with you and accept whatever fate awaits me. You live? All this time you were here, and I left you to this. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Saying sorry isn't enough. You must pay. Now I get to hurt you. Forever and ever.
No, Meow. Yushan was not brought here so you could make him suffer. He must bury our bones. Then we can finally rest.
I am so sorry. It's done. The bones of the children are buried at last. I just wish I could do more.
I feel better now. I feel warm. I haven't felt warm in so long. Thank you.
Thank you, Living One. We can finally rest because of you. We can finally be at peace.
And I must thank you, too. I have lived with this guilt for many years. Now that this is done, maybe I can finally move on with my life. Because of you.
Goodbye, Living One. Goodbye forever.
I hope you took a moment to celebrate as you flooded the valley. Whatever you hope to achieve by drowning that sad place will soon be undone. Sergeant, if you will, eliminate this pest. That is precisely the idea. I'm sure you are very confident in your skills, but I assure you that these fine men of the Imperial Army are more than your match. The Sergeant knows his place, and he understands that what we assassins do is for the good of the Empire as a whole. If a few people suffer, then they do so for the glory of Emperor Sun.